3 doctors looked at my test results, then looked back at me and said, "At 88, this shouldn't be possible." They expected weakness. They expected decline. But what they found shocked them. And it all comes down to 7 simple foods. The doctors stared at my chart. 88 years old, clear mind, strong heart, steady hands. One of them leaned back in his chair and said, "Whatever you're doing, keep doing it." That was the moment I realized something powerful. For decades, we've been told aging is a slow, unavoidable breakdown. That weakness is normal. That fatigue is expected. That memory loss is just part of the deal. But what if that's not the full story? My name is Hattie May. I've lived through wars, recessions, revolutions in medicine, and more diet trends than I can count. I've watched experts change their minds every 10 years. Butter was bad. Then it was good. Eggs were dangerous. Then they were essential. Coffee would stop your heart. Then it protected it. And through all of it, I kept eating the same simple foods. Not pills. Not powders. Not expensive meal plans shipped in boxes. Real food. Food that grows. Food that swims. Food that ferments. Food that nourishes. Let me start with the one they argue about the most. Coffee. A strong, black cup every morning. No sugar. No syrup. No flavored chemicals. Just coffee. People once believed coffee was dangerous. But today, institutions like Harvard Medical School acknowledge that moderate coffee consumption is associated with a lower risk of certain chronic diseases. But here's what matters more than the study. Coffee wakes the brain. It increases alertness. It improves blood flow. It carries antioxidants that help protect cells from damage caused by everyday stress. Think of it like opening the curtains in a dark room. The body responds. The mind sharpens. The day begins. But coffee alone isn't the reason I'm still here. The second food is what I call nature's medicine cabinet. Berries, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, deep colors, rich pigments. Those colors aren't decoration. They are protection. The compounds inside berries, polyphenol and flavonoids, help reduce inflammation and support brain health. Research referenced by organizations like Mayo Clinic suggests that antioxidant-rich diets may support heart and cognitive function. When you eat berries daily, you're not just enjoying sweetness. You're feeding your cells information. You're telling your body to defend itself. And here's what most people misunderstand. Aging isn't simply about years passing. It's about inflammation accumulating. It's about oxidative stress building up quietly over time. Berries help lower that burden. And that changes everything. But if you think fruit and coffee are enough, you're missing something critical. Because the third food is where the real controversy begins. And this is where the video takes a shocking turn. For years, people were warned about fat. Don't eat it. Avoid it. Fear it. But your brain is nearly 60% fat. Your hormones rely on fat. Your cells depend on it. The third food on my list is fatty fish. Salmon, sardines, mackerel. These fish are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, EPA, and DHA. According to the American Heart Association, omega-3s support heart health and may reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease. Imagine your body as an engine. Omega-3s are the oil that keeps it running smoothly. Without them, inflammation rises. Blood vessels stiffen. Brain communication slows. With them, clarity improves. Mood stabilizes. Circulation strengthens. When I was younger, sardines were considered humble food. Today, they're considered powerful medicine. Next comes the food that scared an entire generation. Eggs. For decades, egg yolks were blamed for heart disease. But science evolved. Cholesterol in food does not automatically equal cholesterol in blood for most people. Egg yolks contain choline, essential for brain function, and lutein, which supports eye health. When you crack open an egg, you're holding a compact nutritional package designed by nature itself. Protein, healthy fats, micronutrients. Simple, efficient, powerful. Then comes red meat. Not processed meat. Not fast food burgers. Real grass-fed beef. It contains iron for oxygen transport, vitamin B12 for nerve health, and creatine for muscle strength. Many older adults feel tired not because of age, but because of nutrient deficiencies. Iron deficiency can cause fatigue. Low B12 can affect memory. When consumed in moderation and sourced responsibly, red meat can restore strength. The key is quality and balance. But strength isn't only built for muscle. It's built in the gut. Fermented foods, sauerkraut, kefir, yogurt, pickled vegetables introduce beneficial bacteria into the digestive system. Your gut is not just a stomach. It's an ecosystem. Trillions of microbes influence immunity, mood, and even brain clarity. A damaged gut can lead to inflammation throughout the body. A balanced gut supports resilience. When your internal garden thrives, your whole system benefits. But there is one final food, one that most people overlook, one that activates energy at the cellular level. And most people never hear the next part, and that's the real danger. The seventh food is raw cacao. Not candy bars, not sugary chocolate, pure, dark cacao powder. It contains flavonoids that support blood flow and brain function. Some research suggests compounds in cacao may help improve vascular health and cognitive performance. But here's what fascinates me most. Cacao supports mitochondria, the tiny energy factories inside your cells. Think of mitochondria as spark plugs. The more efficiently they function, the more vitality you feel. Energy isn't just about sleep. It's about cellular performance. As we age, mitochondrial efficiency declines. But certain plant compounds may help protect them. When I stir cacao into my morning coffee, it's not about indulgence. It's about ignition. But let me tell you something deeper. It's not only about food. Food is fuel. But fuel alone doesn't drive a car. You need direction. You need purpose. Studies from institutions like National Institute on Aging highlight that social connection, stress management, and purpose play major roles in longevity. People who feel needed tend to live longer. People who stay curious keep their brain sharper. People who forgive carry less stress. Chronic stress raises cortisol. Elevated cortisol increases inflammation. Inflammation accelerates aging. Joy is protective. Gratitude is protective. Community is protective. I've eaten these 7 foods my whole life. But I've also laughed loudly, loved deeply, forgiven quickly, watched sunsets without checking a clock. Longevity is not an accident. It's a pattern. 1,000 small decisions repeated daily. So if you're wondering whether it's too late, it's not. Your next meal matters. Your next thought matters. Your next habit matters. And the next part might completely change how you see this topic. Because aging isn't about surviving. It's about staying alive inside. If this story moved you, if it opened your eyes, if it challenged what you thought you knew, then stay connected. Subscribe to BeFitest. Like this video. Share it with someone who needs strength. Because the truth about health shouldn't be hidden behind fear or trends. It should be simple. It should be powerful. And it should help you live not just longer, but stronger.